name is Eric. Just wanted to share some things. I'm like most of you. I'm a husband, a father, a son, a brother, a friend, a member of community. And I just wanted to speak a little bit about perspective. It's been, kind of on my heart. My family personally, we've been through a lot in the last 2 months. We lost two people really close to us, two of my nephews, young. And it just teaches you about perspective and just something I wanted to talk a little bit about for all you guys. So one of the biggest things, as I get older, I have more questions than actually learning, but you learn a couple things. And the biggest thing for me is pretty much success, happiness, fulfillment, I'm starting to realize is an inside game. And what I mean by that is, you got to do inside work. And I remember I read a quote years ago that just changed everything to me. And it said, my outer world is simply a reflection of my inner world. And I know now with society and politics and everything, it's easy for all of us to blame, the governments. I'm in real estate, what they're doing with the banks, but that's stuff we can't control. The only thing we can control is the inside stuff. How we approach, how we love people, how we serve, how we are day to day. And one of my favorite quotes I have, it's from Mother Teresa. And she said, if each of us would only sweep our own doorstep, the whole world would be clean. And I think that's what it comes down to, and that's what I wanted to share today. And speaking about perspective, I remember something, and this is dating myself. When I was about 18, I was in high school, and I just remember I went to the mall one day, and I'm in White Plains in the mall, and I'm in a bad mood. I think I had a fight with a girlfriend, and it was petty. But when you're in the moment, it's everything. And I was coming down an escalator, and there was a beautiful girl, about 10 years old, and she was a paraplegic. She was in a wheelchair, and the reason I could tell is because she was strapped in. Her arms, her legs were strapped in, and she had a bar keeping her face up with a little chin strap. So I get down to the bottom of the escalator, she's right in front of me. And I'll never forget, I was just in a foul mood. And she looked at me with the most beautiful smile. And she was just happy to be there. She was around her family. They were in the mall, and she was happy to be there. The only thing she could move was her head. But she gave me the prettiest smile, and I felt like I got slapped, like what I call a spiritual slap. Because here I am, 18, the prime of my life, healthy, strong, and I was worried about something stupid, and I was basically having a pity party. And I remember looking at her, and in that moment, she was more blessed. She was happy. She had the right perspective. She had joy. She had the day. She had her family, and it just cut through me. And that was over 30 years ago, and that has always stayed with me. And I think that's what I just want to do, just a word of encouragement for everybody, because, it's the truth. The world isn't the way the world is. The world is the way we see the world. It's completely our own perspective. And I think, it's a heavy thing for people sometimes, but I also think, it's important. I remember, something Kobe Bryant, the late great Kobe Bryant said, which I love, and he just said, if you don't believe in yourself, no one else can do it for you. And I think that's what it comes down to. I know, when I heard my pastor speak this Sunday, he said, lead with love. And I know a lot of people probably, that are watching are going to say, well, how do I lead? I'm barely maintaining whatever. But you can lead without a title. You can have this perspective that you can go out every day and make somebody's life better wherever you're at. And I'm not preaching it. I'm trying to live it every day. I'm trying to get to the point now in my life with the shifts, with the people I've lost, with just reevaluating what's important. And just really, really reaching out and touching people. And I'm human. I mess up. I get in bad moods. We all do. But I'm finding out that, sometimes a kind word, making a complete stranger laugh. I can joke with anybody. I can talk with anybody. And my wife, I drive her crazy because when we go out, I try to. Sometimes you see people and they just look upset. They look heavy. And you don't know what they're struggling with. We never know what everybody else is struggling with. But if you can make them smile, you can make them seem just for a minute, you can have a connection. I think it's a start. And I think it starts with that, the perspective. And that's what I'm working on. And what I would suggest to people, and I learned it from like Robert Sharma and just great leaders, is it starts with gratitude. It starts in the morning. Be grateful. For me, my faith is super important to me. I know God's blessed me so many different ways. And it doesn't mean things aren't hard, because right now for my family, things are really hard for all of us. Some days are a real struggle. But it doesn't mean we're not blessed. It doesn't mean we always have to be grateful, because we're here. We're here now. We have to live every day. We have to live every moment. And I think we really have to just press in and just do our best just to make everybody else's life better. And I know, money's important and everything, but, for me now it's shifting a little bit. It was always my faith, my family, and now it's more about impact and legacy. And, I'm waiting to have my first grandchild, and I'm just filled with joy. And I guess it comes down to, like I said, perspective. So I just wanted to share that with everybody, and just, like, if you can catch yourself, because it's true. Our thoughts shape our day, our days shape our weeks and our months and our weeks end up shaping our lives. So it really starts in here, and I think if we have that perspective shift, it doesn't mean life's full of rainbows and sunshine. There are hard times, but if we have a perspective of gratitude, and we can enjoy, and we can find a reason to smile or make somebody else laugh, I think we can make a difference. So thank you.